With the past 3 years of out-of-control money creation from the Federal Reserve, inflation is now ripping away at everyday people's abilities to buy basic necessities. We see savings accounts begin to crumble, and we're hitting new all-time highs for credit card debt in the United States. I'm the Drewth, and this is the Blockchain Bunker. Over the course of the last 3 years, the Federal Reserve has printed more money than ever seen before. Our GDP fell to the lowest levels it's been since the Civil War. Pair that with an economic shutdown and the potential for a global conflict, and we have what the makings are for the largest print this country has ever seen, even more than the 60% of money created over the flu season, or over COVID. But the good news is, we solved the flu. The inflation that we as people are paying today is paying the buck for these massive banking institutions to keep their lights on and continue their Ponzi scheme down the road. It's an unfair situation that neither you or me deserve, but here we are, and we need to find a way to fight back. The impacts of inflation are being felt across America, but visualizing the decline in purchasing power is a needed focal point for everyone. To really understand inflation, let us consider how much groceries you could buy with $20 over the last 100 years. The prices for goods and services are 13 times more expensive than in 1920. $20 went a long way in 1920. You could buy 5,100 eggs for $20. Your grocery cart was overflowing back then. In 1960, your cart is getting a little bit light, and by 2014, you could only get a few small items for that same amount of money. Look around today. Some single meals on Uber Eats are now $20 plus delivery fee. And if you want a tip, come on now, don't be cheap. Bitcoin, however, has done something miraculous in giving people a hope in finding a hedge against this inflation, the secret tax which is ripping away our very livelihoods. Now, at nearly $30,000 per Bitcoin, you could feed a small army. Granted, this asset class has had a humble beginning. In 2012, one Bitcoin could get you just about as many things at the grocery store as 20 American dollars. But by 2013, things have heated up. One Bitcoin was valued from $400 to $800. Basically, anyone could have afforded an $800 investment with the mortgage rates and rental rates at where they were back in 2013. Now, your average rent in my area ranges from $2,000 to $3,000 per month. We are now moving at a breakneck speed into what some call the fourth turning, others have deemed the everything bubble. We see mass banking failures and more to come as cracks become caverns in the financial system of what we know. Bitcoin has given the world something we have all desperately needed: hope. Let's move as we the people to make sure our financial sovereignty is restored. Follow this channel as we grow together. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends to help us spread this important message.